Hello there, and welcome to Dr. T for May the 3rd. Today we are attacking Stage 1 in Fast Forward, which means basically flare over to that goo bundle, and then when your tanks take that up, they should head towards the HQ. You might have to flare them up there, but they will get there, and then nothing will shoot them, and then you win. Moving on to Stage 2, which we'll also do in Fast Forward-ish. So, basically, land your tanks far right, flare them all the way over into the right corner, which is right there, ish. And then if you've got the GBE, take out that cannon. If you don't, throw a shock on the cannon. You should be able to bridge that shock across the mortar and the tower, sniper tower. And then, work your way in, and then just flare up into the very back right hand, right next to the HQ. No one can hit you. Moving on to Stage 3, there is a shock launcher with about 7,000 hit points in the very back there, which is a thing, so throw your GBE down at that sumbitch, and land your tanks on the far right. So, if you don't have the GBE to straight up just blow it up good, then when you land on the right-hand side, you'll be out of range. You'll be able to take out some of these easy defenses that aren't really going to hurt our tanks a whole lot. Build up your GBE so you can throw more GBE down at that stupid shock launcher. Obviously, if you're throwing barrages, target the shock launcher directly. If you're throwing artillery, try bridging it either with the sniper tower or the cannon. Whichever, looks like you can actually kill it so you can get that extra GBE. Now here, if your tank split like mine, by all means let them take out the flamethrower, but don't let them go any further. After they take out that flamethrower, flare them back to the boxes that just got blowed up there. Or just behind the statues if you prefer. And let them regroup there, and then move forward into that machine gun, and ultimately into the sniper towers. Honestly, the sniper towers on the left-hand side don't actually need any attention. They don't need to be hit, they don't need to be bugged, and they don't need to, basically have free shots at your tanks, because as you can see, one of mine's getting a little bit low. After you've taken everything out, if you're still in range of the sniper towers, by all means, regroup behind those statues again, and then just hug the right as much as you possibly can. You'll have range on the HQ, and you should be able to take it down without having too much being able to hit you. Whew, which takes us on to Stage 4 after a few pew-pews from our tank. Stage 4 is actually, I think, possibly even nicer than Stage 3. Yes, there are these beefy little boom cannons. Alright, they're not that beefy, but if you're the level of level 4, they're pretty beefy. They got about 7,000 hit points, which means you're going to have to throw down a bunch of GBE right on top of those boom cannons to take them out. And then you're going to want to land far left and flare into the left corner there. Now, because I know there's a whole bunch of defenses down in that bottom right-hand corner of the beach, you may have to smoke the beach a little bit as you're landing to kind of move your troops up without them getting too beaten up, especially if you're landing, medics or a weaker, squishier troop, if you would. And fortunately for Stage 5, I use this exact technique, the smoky landing, smoky tank landing, smoky tanks? Smoky tanks. Smanks? Yes. We will smank it. We will smank it today. So, anyways, as you go up and around the left, take out the machine guns. You'll be able to get a little GBE. If you can, just fire whatever you got at that cannon to take it out. Or if you don't have enough, just throw the stuns down, stun that cannon while your tanks take it out. And then you can also, bridge in and take out the machine gun at the same time. Not that the machine gun's really an actual issue. And then what you're going to want to do is flare everybody up, group them up good in the very, top middle It's not really a corner, but basically where that flare just landed, that's where you want to go. From there, you should be able to shoot and take down that HQ with only really that mortar possibly picking away at you, but your medic should be able to handle that. And if not, if you do have the GBE, just bridge some GBE between the headquarters and the mortar, and you can take the mortar out, and everybody can live happily ever after. I just showed you a glance of the bottom of that base where the boom cannon is, and it is very dangerous. Okay, so that is stage 4 after a couple more minutes of cruise control on the old tanks there, which will bring us into stage 5, which is really quite easy, and as long as you have a buttload of GBE and really high artillery and barrage, it shouldn't pose any problem to you whatsoever. Awkward. So basically what you're going to want to do is take out the boom cannon shock launcher combo at the front, and I did this with my barrage so that it could kind of weaken the surrounding buildings as well. Then you're going to have to take out the boom cannon at the back. Now, if you don't have the GBE right away, by all means, you can take that boom cannon out at a later point, you know, as you build up GBE through your run. But be careful, there's not a lot of defenses. You're not going to have a lot of time before you are in range of that boom cannon. So right here is what I was talking about with the smoky tanks. You can see I kind of land them. And then the trick is, when you land those medics, they will not move to that flare unless they're healing someone. So you can't do it down at the bottom of the beach because the boom cannon will do way too much damage. But at the top of the beach with that flamethrower, you just let it burn one of your tanks for a few seconds and then throw down the smoke, and your medics will kick off and start following that tank. Now, make sure you hug very much to the left, because as you can see from that one trailing tank, if you don't hug very much to the left, the boom cannon will make boom love to you, and that boom hurts, because it's not boom gentle. Anyways, so throw your shocks down on the cluster of crap in the top left-hand corner here in between you and the HQ. Take out as much stuff as you possibly can while it's all shocked. And if you got it, throw some critters down. That'll distract some things. And again, my one idiot tank who's just like, yes, the boom cannon is where I need to be, gets burned. So make sure you mind the boom cannon closest to the HQ as well. But if you hide up where my poor tanks are hidden right now, that boom cannon shouldn't do anything incredibly horrible. Which means you can throw on the cruise control to loot, and if you're lucky, move on to stage 6, which I am not lucky enough for, because stage 6 is pretty scary to me. I'm not going to actually make it, unfortunately, but basically there are all kinds of boom cannons. You're probably going to have to do the same smoky landing to avoid that boom cannon. Start taking out things on the left, and then flare to the left, and then take out the 2 big boom cannons in the back near the HQ. You're going to have to take out that boom cannon in the middle, and then there's also a freaking shock launcher that you're going to have to take out. Also with some cannons and some other crap, it's pretty nasty. So I will probably attempt that later today, but for now, hopefully 1 through 5 will get you part of the way there. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this has helped out, and hope to see you for the next video.